Wow, it is such an honor to be here today. I have so many great memories being a student here at King's. I loved it. I won most school spirit a few years in a row, so I loved it a lot here. I've so enjoyed following the growth of the Fine Arts program here at King's, and I'm so thrilled to see this great program continue to thrive. There are certain people God puts into your life that not only influence you, but also drastically change the course of where you go. For me, that person is David Snyder. He did so much for me. Yes. He did so much for me when I was a student here at King's, and I'm eternally grateful for his guidance, encouragement, and friendship. To say that he has bettered my life is a huge understatement. A little backstory on me is that I'm the only son of a professional baseball player. And growing up, I felt like following in my father's footsteps was inevitable. When David met me, I was 14 years old, playing football and baseball, and I lived a life that I enjoyed, but part of me felt like there was something bigger for me in this world. I excelled in sports to a certain degree, but if I was being real with myself, it was not the ultimate gift that God had given me. We all have gifts. That one thing that God instills in us that is unique in each of us. The gift that He gives us has the incredible power of furthering God's kingdom. He also places various passions within our heart. David Snyder helped me intertwine my gifts with my passion for the fine arts and ultimately for the entertainment business. He kicked the door open in my life to the path that God ultimately wanted me to take. He gave me the opportunity to perform in musicals while I was at King's. Performing on stage was a very foreign thing for me when I was in high school. But it became a natural fit for me, and I've never looked back. I came alive with the sound of music. I spotted icebergs while on the Titanic. And I had a bundle of kids as Mr. Snow in Carousel. It is so special that I get to share the stage again with a couple of my co-stars in the musicals from back in high school. Tess, you were the first person that I was on stage with when you played Liesel and I played Rolf in The Sound of Music. You were a pro even back then, and I've cheered you on over the years, keeping up with your career on stage. Kelly, I did not get to know you very well while I was at King's, but I remember seeing you perform a few times on stage, and it was incredible to see such a great talent in you at such a young age. Nate, man, Nate's voice, man, right? Nate, good gracious. Nate, your voice and talent were admired by all of our peers. Your powerful voice was unbelievable. I am a big fan. Productions like the ones held at King's were special. They are still special. They were larger than life when I was a student here almost 15 years ago. And with each production, they've only gotten better. I truly am so grateful to the Fine Arts Department at King's. I genuinely would not be where I am today if I hadn't discovered it while in high school. Next year, I will celebrate my 10th year living in Los Angeles. It has been a long and challenging road trying to make it in Hollywood, and I have a long road ahead of myself still to go. When I first moved to LA, I wasn't sure where God was going to lead me. I was an extra in 30 different TV shows and films when I first arrived in LA. Being an extra feels like you almost have multiple personality disorder. Because you call into a service and find out what character you are portraying in the background on different projects. I've been booked as a cowboy, a stilt walker, an injured hockey player, a clown, a doctor, a bully, and many other unique characters. It was fun at the time, and it even gave me the opportunity to join the Screen Actors Guild. Although I'm not in front of the camera today, I'm thankful for that time I was an extra because I got to be a fly on the wall, so to speak, on set. I saw that it takes an army of people in all different areas to get the television shows and films we all love on screen. I loved what I saw and I wanted to be a part of it. After my first year in LA, I decided to get my master's in television and film production, and while I was in school, I discovered my true passion, which is assistant directing. Assistant directors are the glue that hold productions together. They help make the director's vision come to life. As an assistant director, you need to have a loud voice, got that, tons of energy, and you have to navigate the full spectrum of personalities that you come in contact with on set. As an assistant director, I still have to perform in front of many, many people while on set. It is my job to project loudly and explain the scene to the background actors or extras that are in the scene. I have to run lines with the actors whenever off-camera dialogue is needed, and I choreograph all the action taking place on set. Most of these skills are required as an assistant director, and I was taught them here at King's. It is only through God's guidance and protection that I am where I am today. I've been a member of the Directors Guild of America for several years now, and I'm excited to see which projects God leads me to in the future. Los Angeles can be a dark place, but in my opinion, this only means that more Christians need to go there so that we can make an impact for God's kingdom. The influence Hollywood has on our world is incredible. My ultimate goal is to further God's kingdom through the entertainment business platform. I have encountered many believers on set, and it is amazing to see God's light shine in some of the darkest places. It is very challenging, but I have hope that there can be more and more projects that can inspire and encourage people in their lives. I love what I get to do, and I have a great peace knowing that my job is exactly what God has put me on this earth to do. It is true what they say, God does not call the equipped, but He equips the called. I had the passion, but I had no idea how God was going to use me in such a large city. I give all the glory to God because it is only through Him that I have achieved anything while in Los Angeles. It was a miracle that God opened the doors here at King's to the Fine Arts Center and closed other doors that I thought at the time I should be going into in life. If you ever want to tell God a joke, go ahead and tell Him your future plans. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." That verse has always been an important verse to me. This verse reigns true in my life. Growing up, I always thought I was going to be a baseball player. I love baseball. It was and still is a big part of my life and my family's life. But God had other plans for me, and I'm so thankful that I chose the path that He provided me. I'm so overwhelmed with thankfulness to this fine arts program, and I appreciate my family and my beautiful wife for supporting me every step of the way. You guys are the greatest. Thank you so much again for this great opportunity to come back to King's. I love this school and the fine arts program. It has changed my life for the better. God bless you all. Thank you.